Well, Mom, happy birthday. As we can see by the math, you are celebrating 50 wonderful years of living on God's green earth. I figured I'd come poolside and pretty much let you know just how much I love you and express to you in the format of a video pretty much how much truly I thank you for what you've done in my life thus far for these last 29, almost 30 years. Truly over these last 50 years, excuse me, and 30 years of my life, I've seen you to be a mighty woman of God. In times of great, trouble and times of great situation, you've walked me through crazy times. I remember graduation was, from Fort Dorchester was rather interesting at times. But I thank you for just being Mom and just being who God has called you to be in my life, walking me through, praying me through different situations, teaching me different concepts and lessons. I remember even one time you had you taught me that that even though you are a friend to some people, you have to make sure that the person or the people that you hang with are being friends to you as well. It's a give and take type relationship or type flow. So I thank you for that bit of knowledge that I even remember of what you've taught me growing up. You're a woman of integrity. You did your best to let us know what the truth of the matter is. You never lied to us. At least you never lied to me. I know you to be a woman of honesty, and one who, just tells it like it is. So with that, truly, you're a woman of great integrity. And ministries have found you to be an awesome woman of integrity as well. Once again, I congratulate you on your ordination. The best is yet to come in your ministry, your outreaches, the plans, the ministries that God has birthed on the inside of you, that you will establish and create the personnel that will be involved, your future staff, whatever God has planned for your ministry and He has birthed on the inside of you. Hey, see that come to pass. Definitely. You are a woman of great faith. I know it took a truckload of faith to see me come through the Air Force and to see me go from the Air Force to life here in California thus far, and to see me go back and forth to South Carolina and every holiday season to just witness you guys and just to see you guys just grow and be strengthened in God, and to see other extended members of the family come to know God through you and Dad's relationship, just through the fruits and the joy of your guys' marital relationship, as well as just how friendly and encouraging and advisorial you and Dad are, both. So a woman of great faith, a woman of wisdom. We hear that phrase talked a lot about with churches and ministries, women of wisdom. Mom, you truly are a great woman of wisdom. I see as I follow your Facebook wall and your Facebook profile that many women rise up and call you blessed. Like Proverbs 31 states, it's not only that your children rise up and call you blessed, but all of those you minister to rise up and call you blessed. So with that, Mom, you are truly a woman of great wisdom, a woman of purpose. Mom, you truly are a woman of purpose. What is it? I remember when you were the special events coordinator at Life Christian Assembly. Just the different events that would take place, that would get put on the calendar. You would anticipate and look at that event in your mind's eye and make that whole event happen. Even when nobody was thinking about what to anticipate, you were thinking about that. And I mean, I've even pulled from that to build my sound department and to build what we need for our services out here at Liberty Christian Center. So I thank you, Mom, for you being a woman of great purpose, and seeing what needs to be, what needs to be purposed for that particular event. You are also a woman who trusts in the Lord, and that's a big one. That's a big one. You've taught me to be a man of great faith. I used to call myself back in high school, I don't know how much I said it much, but I used to think of myself as a faith freak, one who believed for the impossible and tried to, as much as I could, take God out of the box. And even though it might have come off as weird sometimes or outlandish, I thank you for just supporting me, continue to remain behind me, even when it didn't look like it, even when I didn't see it. I thank you for being there for me. I thank you for the crazy ideas that I had back in high school. I thank you for the crazy ideas I've had since I've been in my 20s. But I thank you for just believing in me, and just trusting God in what He has planned out and ordained for my life. Once again, that leads to you're a woman of great diligence as well. I remember growing up, you would constantly quote the scripture, well, you had the scripture, Habakkuk 2:3, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but when it comes, it will not be late, or it won't be late in its appointed time. Though it tarry, wait for it will surely come. It will no longer tarry. So with that, you've waited for several things for so long, and so with that, I urge you to continue to persevere, continue to press toward the mark, and you'll see those things come to pass. Once again, I do want to encourage you, Mom, to just continue to do the great and awesome things that God has put in your life and in your heart to do. You know, I remember when you got ordained here not too long ago. That is an awesome testament to the awesome physical ministry that God has placed locally and regionally within South Carolina, that you're going to spearhead. You and Dad are just going to make happen. You know, because whom God has called, if He called one, He called both. So I know you and Dad have got some awesome things planned. You know, maybe even if it's just on paper. You know, continue to minister to the small flock that you have. For you've truly ministered to the Hayward Six, as your email suggests, Kidmaster 6. So with that in mind, I thank you, Mom, for just doing awesome things in life. I thank you for even memories of just keeping us around, you know, keeping our family intact, visiting Dad's side of the family, you know, and I remember when we were, years ago, when we would be in I and Papadum house on 70 Warren Street, there was a song that that we used to sing, and Uncle Carl would be on the keyboard, and I forget the title of the song, but it went something like this: Be steadfast, unmovable, always abounding, even in the works of the Lord. Knowing that your labor is not in vain. Following, I believe it's 2 Corinthians 15:58, believe it's the scripture. So I thank you, and I appreciate those times of you keeping us around, you know, and keeping it to where it wasn't like what other people were doing, and letting your kids watch everything on television. So I thank you, Mom, for just doing what you're doing. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy 50 years of birth. You've truly done awesome in your previous 50, and truly more and greater things are yet to come. Momentum building, life-changing ministry, life-changing outreach is going to take place in the ministry that you have birthed on the inside of you. So be steadfast, be unmovable, be always abounding in the work of the Lord, knowing that your labor, I'm even calling your labor, is not in vain in the Lord. I love you, Mom, so much. You're an awesome inspiration to me, even this day, even the lifestyle that I live. You know, more time freedom is coming, and better things are yet to come. I don't want to spoil everything, but better things are yet to come. So enjoy your day. You may not be on a cruise today, but I'm poolside for you. So mentally take a splash in the pool. Have a great day, and happy birthday. Love you, Mom.